Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Max, and today I'm going to be doing my review for Season 2, Episode 1 of Batwoman. Alright, so Batwoman is a show I did not really watch during its first season. I went back and saw the season finale in preparation for this episode, and then I watched a few clips throughout the show, so I knew generally kind of what was going on with the storyline, and I kind of got an update on all of the important events going on. So first of all, I would just like to say, Season 2 is a lot better than Season 1 already. No, I did not watch Season 1 in its entirety, but that is partially because I couldn't sit through it. But this episode I actually found enjoyable. I think Javicia Leslie taking over as Batwoman to play the character of Ryan Wilder was a great choice. I know there was some controversy around creating a new character instead of just replacing Ruby Rose, who portrayed Kate Kane in Season 1, but I do think it was a good decision because this character is a lot more dynamic. As far as like a Batman-esque personality, you know, Kate Kane was very much the kind of emo kind of, as they say in the show, she's somewhat like a female Bruce Wayne in the sense of the personality in a way, but I think Ryan Wilder as a character is a lot better because she's dynamic. I would describe her as kind of a mix of Batman and Robin as far as personality, and I think, you know, it works really, really well because this is not only is this a new character, but I think it kind of offers a fresh perspective to the character of Batwoman as far as the CW show is concerned, because it kind of lets us forget about Season 1. And obviously there are still storylines that are built in, but I don't think you have to really care about Season 1 to pick up at Season 2. You know, it's kind of like if you go into Season 2, it's kind of like watching a Star Wars movie. You start in some sort of situation and then you move on with the main chunk of the movie and what will be focused on during it. Overall, compared to Season 1, what I did see of Season 1, I really enjoy the character of Alice, and I understand why she's such a draw for the show. Alice is portrayed by Rachel Skarsten, and she does a phenomenal job with this role. I don't know a whole lot about Alice from the comics. I know she is in the comics, but whether this character is faithful to the comics, I'm not exactly sure. But just what I've seen, she's kind of Joker-esque. I think she really kind of brings the twisted dynamic that I would say a character like Jerome in Gotham was able to bring. Obviously, they are different characters, but I think there's a nice similarity between the way they both portray the roles they are doing. Not saying it's a copy, just saying it's a good role and a good character that they've fleshed out. I think definitely Alice really drives the story, not only with Kate Kane in Season 1, but also with Ryan Wilder in Season 2. And really everyone in the show, you know, Kate Kane's dad is affected, her friends are affected. One of the other villains, Tommy Elliott, Hush, is also affected. So Alice really kind of branches over the entire story, and it makes her a good villain because she's involved in all of these different characters' lives. You know, from what I saw in Season 1, it seemed like it was very much a central story between Kate Kane and Alice, and then other characters were kind of brought into it. But I think Season 2 really sets up the stakes in the sense that Alice is really interconnected with everybody. If I had one criticism of the show, it would be the music choice. I was watching a Boba Talks video. For those of you who don't know, Boba Talks is another creator on YouTube. He makes videos centered around Batman, Star Wars, things like that. So if you enjoy those, go check him out. But I was watching his review for this episode, and he mentioned the music. And he's absolutely right. And like the music is the worst part of the show without a doubt because it's so on the nose. The way he described it was that it basically tells you what's going to happen in the scene. And after rewatching certain scenes, you know, just to see if the lyrics did kind of do that, the answer is yes. I myself did not like the music because it kind of took me out of the show. There's this score that they use throughout the episode, and it kind of, you know, makes reoccurrences, but then in scenes with less stakes or often fight scenes, they will use whatever kind of pop music they want to. I have nothing against pop music, but it's like if you're doing a fight scene, imagine like Avengers Endgame with Katy Perry going on in the background. Like, it's not going to work. It just doesn't. So that'd be my one criticism. of the show. But besides that, I'm actually really excited to see where season 2 goes, how Ryan Wilder is further fleshed out as a character, and also the villains that will pop up too. We know Scarecrow and Black Mask are set to debut, and I'm really interested and also scared to see how the CW handles those characters, but fingers crossed they do them justice. And I'd really love to see, other characters. I'm a huge Joker fan. I would be interested to see what the CW does with the Joker, but I would also not be happy because the show Gotham was not able to use the Joker, and it would kind of, mess me up in the head knowing that the CW was able to fully use the character when Gotham was not. So that's about all I have for now. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you like it, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.